Okay, let's see if this works this time. So it will be Flat React 7. But I haven't done one of these all year because most of the time the trailers that come out, they usually don't come out the same day. And they're usually like less than 30 minutes, so I figured it's better to not make videos for them. Uh, in saying that, I think in the next month or two, there's probably going to be several things that I would stream. Most notably, probably the Game Awards Orchestra, because they probably will have announcements there, as well as uh, the other thing that they do, the Summer Games Fest. That thing will probably get something for it as well. But I haven't done anything for a while. Even like the state of plays and stuff are too short. So I think I'll just try and do this. This is the NetEase Connect 2023, which apparently happened yesterday, so last night or whatever. But I don't know what to expect from this. I know that there was supposed to be some things here, but I guess we'll see how it is. So the best way for me to be able to start this is normally what I would do is I would have a screen share, and then I'd be able to just play the thing. But for whatever reason, on this, I tried. It would not let me click on compatibility capture, which will think so. I have to unfortunately go and fix that up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like live right now. So hopefully no ad plays. If an ad plays, I can just mute the sound. But I'm to see what will happen if it does. Because right now it's probably playing, but I haven't set to start immediately at the start. Because the stupid thing is like there was a 2 hour version and there was like an hour and 40-minute version, and yet like the first half an hour or whatever of the video was a countdown. Which at that point, what's the point in having a countdown for thing with just stuff that you've already announced? So it's like this is supposed to be different. So I will attempt to do this. So this should work. And then enable sound. If I view it, is it going to? Okay, so here we go. It's starting right. It's starting right now. This is the best that I can do. Normally I would have a screen capture, and the screen capture would be a bit bigger, but this is the best that I can get. It's not. It shouldn't cut anything off. If it does, I can use that. But actually, I might just check that now. I can do that now. I'll try 500. That's probably a little bit better, just in case it's cutting something. This is the best that I can do. I can't go any higher, so we'll just see how this goes. And I haven't done one of these in a while, but normally everything I was doing was correct. It's just that, let's just see what this is going to be and hope for the best. Also, I've tried to fix the volume, so I don't know if it's too loud or not loud enough.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the 2023 NetEase Connect. I'm
Actually, now that I think
May,
about it,
an everyday gamer who just so happens to be a foodie and a cultural ambassador.
And I'm Shane, an ex-competitive player here at NetEase.
This year's theme is Game On. So what do you think of this year's theme?
I'm not sure if I'm too loud or if the thing's not too loud, so it's like it's hard to. They're both at the same volume.
Gearing up for a game. Everyone's raring to go, and the competition's just about to begin.
Although that's the other problem. I can't actually make this. I might have to make this louder just because.
We gamers see it as a battle cry, am I right?
Yeah, totally agree. And that's why we're here today. We're going to talk about nothing but games today. So
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it.
and get your game on.
See how it goes.
Ready to gallop into battle.
Too loud. I can't do anything about it.
Blade Point's new expansion.
And show me your hands if you're still waiting for that letter from Hogwarts.
Or are you dying to unleash an arsenal of advanced weapons and rain destruction down on a world of terrifying mutations?
So I think I fixed the problems with the audio mix.
Yeah, I
So
can't wait.
my
But first things
music,
first, we need to take
there's
care
no
of
noise suppressor.
That's right. For players
Okay.
watching the NetEase Connect for the first time, we'd like to introduce NetEase games before we get started.
Let's
I don't think that I can make it louder via the icon. I mean,
NetEase Games, the online games division of NetEase, is a leading global developer and publisher of video game IP across a variety of genres and platforms.
But I think I don't know what's going to be here. I think it's a lot of online mobile games. I'm not really sure, but I think there's supposed to be some sort of announcements, like
Knives Out,
Okay, I got disappointed right there. They just showed Knives Out, which I was thinking, so like, wait a second, are they making a Knives Out game? And it's like, no, it's completely
of its
different.
innovative global studios in Canada, Europe, Japan, and the United
If I end up
States.
doing another one, if I end up doing one of these and my volume is too loud, what I'll do is I'll have to just, what I'll do is I will have to just
And that's
adjust
not
stuff.
all. Besides watching us live, you may also follow NetEase Games on social media and our various titles to learn more about the games you're interested in.
So, without further ado, let's check out today's featured games.
Game
Game
on!
on!
Now, first on the list is a popular game featuring martial arts, action, and competition. I'm sure you know which game I'm talking about by now.
Yeah, it has to be Naraka Blade Point.
Bingo. This fast-paced, action-packed battle royale action game supports up to 60 players.
Yeah,
all
so
fighting
battle royale
fast
games, and it's
moving,
online.
and with its unique style and
I mean, it looks
graphics,
interesting,
it's been a
but
worldwide sensation since its initial launch.
Yeah, that's right.
I think this is all online stuff. I'm not actually sure. It seems like all the stuff they were showing.
And it was nominated for a Golden Joystick Award.
Seems like all the
Best
stuff that they were
Video
showing
Game.
was.
I love this game personally. It's a lot of fun, and the combat is simply awesome. And
Seems like all of the stuff that they were
I take
showing
on
was,
this beast. Don't see me in game.
Oh, really? Then let's do some ranked duos after this show then.
Sounds good.
Well, so even if you can't hear it from here, please give it up for Naraka Blade Point and see what's
I'm not sure
coming
I'm
up
hearing it
next.
very low, but I'm looking at the volume.
Meet Grammarly Go,
No.
your go-to.
This is another thing that I
solution for
can't
getting
do. I can't
quality
skip
work
the
done
ads.
quickly.
This is so annoying because I. Hang on, I'm gonna like whenever I see the ads on, I'm just gonna like
You got this.
hide the
And
hide
ensuring
the thing or
peak
something. Actually,
productivity
no, I can't
when
even
you
do
need
that
it the
because it's
most.
like, again, I don't have ad blocker on the
Grammarly
thing,
Go
and
brings
it's like
AI
this
to
is the way
every
I
text
normally
box,
I could
helping
skip
you
the ads,
create
but I
thoughtful
can't do that right now, so I'm gonna have to like hide it for like a minute and a half. This is terrible. Please don't like reset. Yeah. Okay, right. Because normally, if I was doing the way that I want to do it, I would be able to skip the ads. Now I can't skip the ads, so I'm gonna have to now like mute the stream and not show the ad. It's gonna be a blank screen for like a minute because I can't do what I want to do. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Normally I would have screen capture and I'd be able to do it, but it was not letting me do it, and because it wasn't letting me do it, I can't skip the ads. So there's gonna be ads galore throughout this whole stream, and it's gonna be like an hour. You know, I don't know how many ads they're gonna do. I have no way to actually view this either because if I've got the source blocked, I can't unblock it. I'm just gonna have to. The Grammarly ad only just finished. This is terrible. There's like nothing that I can do about this. All because the screen capture doesn't want to work. And it worked before, so. Really? 3 minutes of ads? 3 minutes of ads? Well, if I knew that this was going to happen, I would have tried to use another ad blocker again. Or thing. Now it's just really bad. I can't even skip the ad because of the way that I have to do it. The way that I've done this is I've got the web page embedded on a to another file, and you can't go and do anything about that. let's hope that this doesn't. Like, that was just 3 minutes of nothing, because
I'm only sorry it didn't hurt more. Zai, Calamity Rising.
No, normally the way that I would do this is I would go and open up the screen share, and then you can do... What would happen is it would show... I would have the video up on my... I would have the video up on my browser, and then while the video is playing, I would then be able to interact with the thing and just be like, okay, I can just skip the ad. But because because I've had to go and do this embedding thing with the other thing, it's like there's no way for me to. It just will not let me have ability capture like it did with all the others, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, besides the intense melee combat in Naraka Blade Point, do you play any other stealth games?
Yeah, sure thing. I love stealth games.
The only reason I muted the ads and turned them off is because I don't want to get flagged down for
asymmetrical multiplayer game that includes
copywriting some.
camouflage, hunting.
This is gonna make everything else annoying. I'm gonna have to then, if it's gonna go and do this, that means I'm gonna have to download the video.
Genre, right?
That's the only other way.
I was lucky enough to participate
And I don't even know
in
if
the
that's
beta earlier this year. Now the visuals and sound effects.
I've already
they
started,
were
so
amazing.
I can't.
Basically, everything about it blew me away.
Can't change it
And
now.
the characters that have unique skill sets, and you can pick who you want to be.
And then I don't even know if adblocker will work because YouTube has blocked adblocker for people, as far as I know now. So it's like, oh, you either have to pay for YouTube Premium, which no, I'm not paying for that. Or
to Mission Zero.
Just deal with the ads, which I can't even skip the ads. So.
Museum of Civilization
And the other thing is that the ads don't even appear on. The ads don't even appear on the timeline bar anymore. So they can just appear at any random point in time.
This has sent out a dangerous signal to different powers around the world, who are expected to descend on the exhibition amid a scramble for this new source of energy.
I did like Sifu for a second, the museum level. Also, I guess if I do download it, I can.
The museum has hired Mobius hunters to ensure that the event goes smoothly. Serious spies will need to unlock the ore vaults within the time limit while steering clear of the pursuing Mobius hunters and escaping the museum.
I guess it makes sense because it's enemies.
From the hills of the Tamar Valley, taste the difference of pure all.
Just gonna do it after every single game. Who knows how many games of these are there gonna be? I'm gonna have to be like constantly on this screen just to make sure that it. Next time, I'm just gonna have to.
Whoa!
Do something else.
Wait to get my hands on missions.
Like, I can't do it the way I normally want to do it.
Looks like it's improved a whole lot since the beta. Just so you know that you can pre-register now on the official website.
And of course, like,
join
this
in the
happened,
game when it launches.
That's good. Maybe I'll join you in Mission Zero.
You know, I open up
Let's take a
Twitch
trip back in
Studio.
time to the
I
creation of the world where everything begins.
checked all the.
Whoa, not so fast.
Checked all the other
I don't
stuff.
think I'm ready for such a leap.
I feel you there, but no one can resist the temptation.
Did it the way that I normally would go and do it, and
World of your own.
Our
Just
next
note,
game
just-
is Epic of Tia.
I click on one option for some reason, and then that's the one option that is necessary for this to work, and
creation platform.
like this is the only way to do it, and then it's like, oh, I realized that you can't skip the ads, so
Is that like
I should have realized that sooner and just
I bet it takes a lot
downloaded
of work
it.
and money to develop.
That's
Again,
right.
like,
I
what
just
can you
had
do?
Exciting discussion with the Epic of Tia's
And I
producer
can't
backstage,
guarantee adblocker would work
and he has
because
grand
might
plans
flag
to
it or
make
whatever.
game developing accessible to everyone.
Wow, that sounds amazing. How about we invite him on stage and see what he has to say? Let's welcome the producer of Epic of Tia, Jax.
大家好， 我是太阳史诗的制作人 Jax。太阳史诗自上线以
It's also
来，
kind of
给大
weird
家带来
that
了很
the
多精彩的内容和玩法，
kind of weird that
深受广大玩家
I think the problem was
而今天
we can't click on it because of like
的创世计
it
划，
being like not expanded
创
or
世计
something
划
enough
是一
or
整
something. I
套
don't know.
为游戏创造
Doesn't make any
分享
sense to me honestly.
体验的平台，在这里，任何人都可以零门槛的创造属于自己的游戏世界。这个世界，一切都是可以定制的，从开放的世界到其中的 NPC， 其中的怪物，在这里，开发游戏和玩游戏一样简单，不需要任何专业的知识或者工具，一切所见即所得。我们也将提供网易全系的流量扶持，帮你带来海量的用户。商业模式也可以自行定制，产生的收益将分成给创作者。为了帮助大家更好的理解，
Wait,
我现在
what?
稍微深入的介绍一下我们的编辑
Is
器，
this a
它的功能非常强大
they。just talking about making money and then
使用服务器编辑器，
I'm assuming they mean in the game, right? But
创造自己的服务器，无需
1000 players?
采购、部署、运维也是由官方统一维护的。使用世界编辑器，玩家可以随心所欲地编辑地形和地貌，通过添加生动的 NPC，
oh, you
多种多样的
oh, you're making your own
玩家
game.
可
That's
以
what it
构
is.
造宏伟的世界，并且官方将不断提供全新的素材，支持玩家的创作。整个过程是模块化的、自动化的，全程使用 AI 技术驱动，用最少的操作就可以让你的世界栩栩如生。并且，创世编辑器不仅仅局限于锁视角 MMO， 甚至可以改变游戏的视角，创造完全不同的游戏体验。限量一测将于明天正式开启，同时我们也会开启2测的报名。搜索网易创世计划，立即预约，共创属于你的游戏世界。
Next, let's travel to the other side of the world, ancient China, where we can experience
Yeah,
an
this is what I
adventure in
expected.
the world of
Um,
martial arts.
Fantastic.
I think they're all
I love
online
martial
games.
arts.
Then you'll definitely love this game, Shane. Justice Online. It features gorgeous martial arts moves and an exhilarating combat system. And today, we are debuting the mobile version. The mobile version will retain most of the systems, functions, and mechanisms of the PC version, allowing you to experience the same immersive adventure on your mobile device at any time.
Can you fly in this game? You know what I mean, right? Like the lightness skill, flying around on the sword in the air.
Of course, you can also make friends with NPCs if you want.
Wow.
What's point?
Ice break. Choose your strength.
Turn this off because I want to get flagged down by the damn thing for having someone's ad on the stream. I don't know what the other solution is. Normally I would just normally I would have screen share and then I can turn the ads off and because I remember I put ad blocker on and that was working completely fine, but obviously because YouTube have done that thing that made it so you can do that now. And then the random ad, like, those ads were like 15 seconds, and yet I had a 3-minute ad length. Like, well, I can't do anything about it. I hope it doesn't give me one of those 10-minute ads, because there's 10-minute ads, 15-minute ads, 2-hour ads. That's the thing, if something like that happens, like, at that point, it's like, I can't... What am I supposed to do? Just have the screen blank for 2 hours? It doesn't want to work the way that I intend it to, then... I'd have to download the video, and hopefully that worked. But or put ad blocker on and just hope that the ad blocker works. I don't know if this is this game online or is it because this game looks. But that reminds me of Final Fantasy 15. And that reminds me of like game how Raiden would fall down when you in Vengeance. This game does look very interesting. At least in terms of the actual, like, art and stuff like that. But I think most of them are mobile games or something like that. And the issue is they're not showing the... They're not really showing the gameplay. It's just kind of all the cool looking characters and cutscenes. Yeah, I think that's what I'll have to do next time. A real-time gameplay demo. Okay, right. Is this the gameplay or is it not? Because this looks all like cutscenes to me. But then this some. Yeah, I think what I'll do for next time is it's either gonna be put ad blocker on and see if that works, or download the video. That way, if I download the video, there won't be any ads at all. I have to just download the video because then the issue is, can I capture that and put it on there? I'm assuming that I can because I was able to capture. I was able to at least capture. Yeah, actually, that might work, because what I can do is I can... If I download the video, I might be able to play it in pot player, and then if it's playing in pot player, I can make it max screen, and it can be the size of the screen. I'm just like, I'm confused here, it's like, what... They're saying it's a real-time gameplay demo, but what part of this is the gameplay and what part of this is cutscenes? Because a lot of this looks like cutscenes to me. It's an MMO. Okay, so it launches in Chinese, so it's an MMO then.
制作人听雨6月30日，逆水寒手游就要。
When I first saw them fighting the way that it was, I thought it was a fighting game because of the way that they were thinking. So it's an MMO. That's another online thing.
让我们一起重铸 MMO 的荣光，让 MMO 再次伟大。
Our McCafe blend is sourced around the world and roasted in Melbourne.
Just mute this. Only 6 seconds.
It's hard to believe you can experience such an epic game right on the palm of your hand.
Yeah, okay, so it's it's an MMO on mobile. I thought that it was going to be a fighting game of some sort.
Innovative games. Next up is one.
So there's no way that that's the gameplay.
Game that I've been very excited about.
Yeah, I've been following this game for a while now. It's the art style and gameplay that really caught my interest. It is a really unique take on the survival genre.
Indeed it is! Once Human is set against an eerie post-apocalyptic backdrop. It's got elements of realism, but it's also quite otherworldly at the same time. I guess you could say it's a tough game to put in a box. So let's hear it from the developers, shall we?
Hi everyone, my name is Ruby and I'm a designer on the Once Human development team. Today I'm super excited to introduce you to our new game, Once Human. So for those of you who maybe aren't familiar, Once Human is a new weird sandbox survival game that gives players the freedom to explore and experience the game in whichever way they like. Once Human invites players to explore a strange and fascinating new world, one that combines combat, crafting and survival gameplay mechanics with a cosmic horror aesthetic. So you may be wondering what I mean when I refer to Once Human as a new weird game. Essentially, the new weird is a genre of art and literature, and what it does is it combines supernatural elements, cosmic horror, with sci-fi. It's heavily influenced by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. With this mix of survival gameplay and an unsettling, creepy, new weird horror aesthetic, Once Human offers a uniquely gripping gameplay experience. Players have the freedom to carve their own path through this world, but they'll also have to constantly be on the lookout against any number of reality.
Then I look at that and I'm like, is that really what the gameplay is?
Once Human integrates 5 core gameplay systems to offer players a really high level of freedom. The game also boasts 4 distinct biomes and 6 entrenched faction strongholds, all spread across a really vast 16 by 16 kilometer map. Once Human offers players the opportunity to battle creatures from another realm through open exploration, dungeon challenges, and intense boss fights. Once more, players can also customize their growth by gathering resources and crafting their own gear to best suit their own personal playstyle. But with Once Human, otherworldly monsters are not the only threat. Players can also attack one another and loot their resources, so the game has the potential to descend into all-out server-wide warfare at almost any time. Once Human also has a team play feature that lets players construct a hive together with their friends, set up a territory, fight for control over rare resource points, and even take part in 20v20 PvP.
Oh, it's...
In short, Once Human offers an immersive gameplay experience.
How do I put this? I'm seeing these games, I'm thinking these games are quite unique, and then they go and tell you it's an online game, or it's an MMO, or it's a thing. It's like, okay, but these games would also work really well as a single-player experience.
And stay updated on all of our latest development progress. Thank you guys.
I'm totally stunned after watching that. For me, Once Human is definitely a unique game, and coupled with this post-apocalyptic setting, it is sure to be an unforgettable experience.
And today we have the honor of interviewing Ruby, one of the game's designer from Once Human.
Oh, great.
Hello, Ruby. So first off, can I just ask you, what are the biggest differences between Once Human and other survival games in terms of gameplay?
So I would say there are a few differences between Once Human and other games in the survival genre. So first of all is that we've got the new weird kind of cosmic horror theming. That would be step one, and I would say that would be one thing that kind of gives the game a different vibe to other games in the survival.
Like, I'm hearing this and it's quite
and then the second thing
soft,
is that what the
I got the volume down, but
really tried to
I don't know how the volume is for everyone else.
To create a game that gives players kind of as much freedom to play in the way that they would choose. So what you can do is maybe you just want to engage.
Also, I'm using the old layout because I haven't.
So you just want to go out and explore, and you want to kind of play by yourself.
My idea is to finish off Resident Evil 5, finish off Pokemon Skull, and then from that point I'll then start using the
that would also be a kind of viable way to
layout from there.
The third thing
just to
you really like the PvP aspect, and you
officially
go and like loot
finish
other
using
territories and kind of steal their resources. Sort of any of those kind of playstyles would be a kind of like a kind of valid and effective way to kind of engage with Once Human, and that's something that we tried to kind of work on from the beginning. And then the third thing would be it genuinely takes place on a really, really massive map, and what you can do is you can build your structures, you can create your territories really anywhere on this map, so that kind of creates a lot of potential for creativity, I guess, and for the players to kind of leave their own mark on the world. As they
Actually, no. Now I remember.
And secondly,
I think this was the way that I did this. I just had it with ad blocker on.
weird genre.
That's probably what I need to try.
Yeah,
If ad blocker, because
when we use the word
again, they put that whole thing with ad blocker on. But
what we mean is it's a genre that I suppose the founding father.
I think this way, because in the other way that I was doing it, I would have to hold over the browser to get it to work. But I mean, I can try it with ad blocker. But
be a kind of a representative example. And what it is a kind of a fusion of like.
I don't use this computer normally, so I only do it for streaming.
And things like urban legends. So it's not really about blood and gore so much as it's about kind of creating a sense of like cosmic horror or kind of a sense of the unknown and these kind of things. So what it is that what you as a player, what you do is you have to you explore the kind of post-apocalyptic world of Once Human, and what you do is you go out and you have to kind of face these unknowns and you have to kind of uncover the kind of deeper mysteries of the world.
I know that there's
you have to do that without dying.
PlayStation Showcase on the 25th, but usually those are less than an hour, so I probably won't stream it, but if it's longer than that, then I probably will.
Things that are kind of out there.
Usually they're not, though.
That's the kind of setting.
But the...
Lastly, can you tell us about the
if the game
launch date?
Awards Orchestra is also going to have a bunch of trailers and stuff on it, I will probably also stream that because...
We don't have an official release date yet, but we...
that would be
for the
something
moment,
really
if players
cool.
like what they hear, they can join our official social media accounts, they can add the game to their Steam watch list, and they can join our Discord and just kind of get involved in the community, basically. Maybe get involved in future testing, and just kind of keep updated with our most recent kind of development progress, and just get involved.
Thank you so much, Ruby. Don't forget to add Once Human to your Steam wish list. I can totally see you're really into this theme.
Yeah, that's why I'm so excited about this next.
I guess the one thing I'm just disappointed with is like some of these games look really good, but they're either mobile games, or online games, or MMOs, which are three things that I don't really play.
Feast for the eyes. It also offers an
Because
incredible.
two of the games look like they'd be very impressive if they would.
Hans Zimmer's soundtrack count as a surprise?
Hans Zimmer is doing the soundtrack.
Is this a PC game?
Well, it's a cross-platform post-apocalyptic MMORPG
Really?
for PC and
Yep, I think that's what NetEase specializes in. NetEase specializes in just making
all around the world when it was a
MMOs, RPG, online, and because I'm seeing mentions about launch in
this time around.
mentions about launches in China. So
Who's Karen? Everyone's a winner.
Alright, at least these ads are only 5 seconds, but the ads are only 5 seconds at least, which is fine, but hopefully we don't get any really long ones like that all the time. Okay, so Hans Zimmer...
Hello, this is Steve Massaro.
And this is Hans Zimmer.
And we're very happy to be here.
And they got the guy who did the Dark Knight Rises as well.
They came to us with a bunch of concepts of these kind of futuristic, post-apocalyptic settings. As a gamer myself, it really kind of seemed really cool to fuse these different elements of this futurism and this post-apocalyptic environment. Because we wanted to keep it very cinematic, we kept orchestra as the through line to each of the places that you go and all of the things that you do. We also included a lot of synth, and synth can sound basically like anything from a sine wave to what sounds like a real instrument. And so a lot of it is bridging the gap between the orchestra and the synth and creating a world for each of these locations that kind of speak to the world itself. We'd also use a lot of soloist instruments that have different timbres or qualities to them that lend themselves to depending on where you are in the game. You know, for instance, there's a couple Chinese instruments that we use at some of the cities, and then there's some more like woody flute type instruments that we'll use in some other cities, and based on their establishment and based on the city themselves.
Video games have opened a whole new territory of freedom of how we can express ourselves sonically. And the more
if you're going to get Hans Zimmer to work on your
the more
game, that's
imagination we can add in the music. how you keep the player engaged is the music, you know, and the music becomes this river, and you're basically on the.
At least you're not going to stuff up on the sound department.
Pretend you're on a
you've
journey,
got
and
working with you.
the music drives you, you know, lets you be in this journey, and lets you feel different things and colors things differently, and just keeps you constantly.
Also, I don't know what happens if once the video ends, if it just goes to another thing, because I'll need to make sure I disable that.
Couple iterations of
thing, because I don't want to play someone else's video by mistake.
So the player could kind of gradually go from sneaking around to intense, you know, boss battles and action like that.
That might have been what happened, because on my old, on the other computer, I had ad blocker on, so that means I think I did the same sort of thing. Here I don't have ad blocker on. So I didn't realize that it was gonna. I thought what I was doing was gonna. Fine.
So I don't know how you feel, Steve, but I'm hoping that everybody has truly enjoyed the music on this game and truly recognizes the genius that you are. Yeah, I'll carry on making tea and coffees for you. No, but I'm saying, you know, thank you for being with us. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for enjoying the game, and thank you for just being a great audience.
Yeah, thank you.
The game's not out yet.
Wow, a perfect
beta
audio
test.
visual experience. This is one game we'd recommend wearing headphones when playing. Ashfall will soon begin pre-registration for closed beta testing. Keep an eye out on the official website for the latest news. Seeing so many heavyweights so far has got me wondering, are there any casual
Okay, this
heading
looks
our way?
like
Yeah,
it's
something for just
Fall Guys except with
maybe
eggs.
party game?
You bet our next game, Eggy Party, has got you covered.
Eggy Party. Sounds interesting. Is it in an Eggyverse?
Oh yes, you can do whatever you want in this Eggyverse. Hang out with friends, enjoy afternoon tea, and go to a party. You can also create UGC maps and let your creativity run wild.
Okay, so that's
Awesome. It sounds
All
like a
multiplayer
global
stuff.
platformer. Let's take a look at what these Eggies look like. Remember to follow the game's social media for more information and in-game gifts.
Eggy. Eggy, hey!
also looks like Animal Crossing. But it's obviously not.
Eggy, eggy, eggy.
Great value home internet from just 54.
God, these ads. Probably won't edit the time out of the ads anyway, because it's short anyway. Means next time I go and do one, I'll have to try and fix the problem, or do what I'm doing here, either download the video, or try ad blocker, but I doubt ad blocker's gonna work if they're blocking ad blockers. Also not sure what the gameplay is for this either, is it?
What?
I thought it was gonna be a Fall Guys type game. Okay, another game that doesn't really show the
Looks like
gameplay.
Eggy Party will be a lot of fun to play with friends. I'm already thinking of whom I'm going to invite. Eggy Party will be available for players soon. Stay tuned.
Right? It looks like the perfect game for hanging out during the weekend. So Shane, how do you usually spend your time with friends?
Well, you can find me on the basketball court if I'm not playing video games.
I'm no hooper, but I think you'll enjoy Dunk City Dynasty. It's great fun to play with friends anywhere.
I guess it's a
anytime.
Fortnite
Yeah,
basketball
that's right.
game.
Dunk
Play.
City Dynasty is not just a typical street basketball game. It is an officially licensed by the NBPA, and it has all of your favorite basketball
NBPA?
such as Stephen Curry.
Oh, Player Association. Is that what it is? National Basketball Players Association. That may be what that might be what it is then. Because if they've got actual, if they've got actual this has got Steph Curry and stuff. I think that's the Players Association.
在这里，热爱篮球的你我就是全明星。Hello， 大家好，我是女篮的韩旭。全明星接球派对即将正式开启，这么精彩的接球对决，怎么能少了咱们遇强则强的女篮球员呢？就让我作为代表来好好会会他们。来接球。
作为一个篮球爱好者，没有什么事情能比跟篮球巨星们同场竞技更让人兴奋了。为了打造顶级的竞技体验，我们联合了 NBA 官方球员工会，将超多 NBA 巨星们以及他们各自的技术特点还原到了我们的游戏之中。无兄弟不篮球也是我们一直以来坚持的设计理念。我们设计了11分赛、球馆赛等一系列比赛模式，在游戏中大家既可以一键匹配，通过局内语音结交好友，也可以叫上自己的好朋友，一起组队开黑，组建你们自己的专属球馆，大显身手。
在还原球星特点的同时，打造一个平衡的、崇尚团队合作的战斗体验，是我们核心需要解决的问题。为此，我们对很多球星的招牌动作、技术特点进行了逐帧拆解和深入分析。例如库里，他从一名年轻的投手一路走到金州王朝的可靠领袖，这一历程在游戏中被我们浓缩为了永不言弃这样一个强力的技能。
杜小帅又给嫩模点赞了，我要把它复刻到大厅的动作里。为了突出派对的感觉，所以我们在球员的待机动作设计里也埋了非常多的彩蛋，比如复刻了库里偷听战术，汤普森安排了遛狗的动作，当然还有我们饼皇卡佩拉玩披萨饼的画面。希望大家一起享受一场狂欢的派对。
我们很看重让玩家在游戏中也能体验到真实激烈的碰撞对抗和灵活流畅的动作手感。
But it looks like it's going to be a niche basketball game with actual thing. I thought it was like a Fortnite thing, but I guess it kind of is.
NBA 球星们的动作细节，也让整体的动作手感。
I think they already have some of the people. I think they already have Fortnite basketballs in
挡拆的碰撞
Fortnite.
感还有待加强。在技术上，采用了一系列前沿的技术，包括多线程渲染、rematching、超分技术以及 ARS 等等技术，使得我们的游戏能够在 iPhone 以及百元安卓机等设备上实现高帧率、低能耗的运行。
我们希望这个游戏传达的是青春、活力、激情。在画面呈现上，我们对大量的街头潮流元素进行了提取和再设计，既保留了涂鸦的设计形式感，也避免了过于地下和老派的那种涂鸦给人带来的厚重感。游戏当中，我们加入了大量的节表演动画，用丰富的镜头语言和夸张的肢体表达，去强化装置给玩家带来的视觉冲击力。在外观设计方面，我们为大家准备了嘻哈的街头风、潮酷风、时尚风，还有一些主题性的各类时装。我相信可以满足每一位潮流的你个性化的装扮和表达。
Having an insight is a plus. Introducing
Come on, ads, stop with the ads. Just play through the rest of the video without ads, please.
如果要用一个词来形容我们团队的话，那一定是篮球热爱者。我们从一个非常简单的 demo 开始，一步一步做成了现在大家看到的全明星接球派对，算是一种把梦想照进现实的一种经历。现在我们希望大家可以加入我们，让我们一起把这个篮球梦做得更大、更完整。
目前游戏已经上线测试，大家可以通过官网和菲律宾地区的谷歌商店下载体验。
期待与大家一起在全明星接球派对相见。这一次，让天赋重返街头。
So what do you think?
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm a diehard Giannis fan.
I like Curry the most because he's a playmaker and knows how to use strategy to seize victory. The same applies to Infinite Borders, where you need to make the correct decisions and use the best strategy to defeat your opponents.
Infinite Borders? I've heard of it. It's the first geostrategic SLG with a season system. This game is set to recreate countless player-generated ancient warfare.
Yeah, it is also worth mentioning that thanks to the love and support of these players, the game has tens of millions of registered players worldwide and has remained in the top 25 of global mobile game sales all year round.
Yeah, it has gained overwhelming popularity in East Asia as an innovative leader in SLG, and its international regional servers are also on the rise. It'll be available in more parts of Europe and Southeast Asia shortly, so stay tuned.
A Three Kingdoms battlefield with endless possibilities.
Okay, Three Kingdoms.
The 13 states of the late Han Dynasty.
While at World War I,
2.25
Three Kingdoms is always really good.
tiles of simulated terrain.
This I mean, they said it was a mobile game, so this looks like it's a city building.
But ardent prisoners
thing
have
again.
always risen to carry on the legacy. Stride across the 1,000-year chasm to meet these heroes. But this time, it is up to you to change the course of history. Issue war proclamations and use the terrain to your advantage. Conduct political warfare and launch massive campaigns. Wield the wisdom of ancient Chinese military.
They got a lot of
manuals.
content.
Let your creativity
And
run
once
wild
again, it's a mobile
among
game.
players.
Online mobile
The
game.
heroes join together in guilds.
Would be a good concept if it was
Camaraderie
single player too.
becomes the guiding force on the battlefield, overflowing with righteous ardor. This is Infinite Borders. From humble beginnings, rise up to conquer the realm, recreate the epic world of the Three Kingdoms, and experience the thrill of ancient Eastern warfare.
Whenever I hear an anime, I imagine it's bringing me a mission letter from Hogwarts.
Well, maybe
Okay,
this
Magic
is the
Awakened.
game you've been waiting for.
Yeah, you must be talking about Harry Potter Magic Awakened.
Guessing they have
After
some more
its
stuff
initial
announced?
launch, this game topped both the paid and free charts within
Well, of course it
7
did. How long were people waiting for it? Like, several years? It should have already come out before Legacy came out, but no, they...
student this year. I really want to know which house they'll put me in.
Then you don't want to miss the next video.
It's gonna be something
I'm gonna
new.
keep my eyes peeled out for this game, and without further ado, let's check it out.
Okay, it's several years after Voldemort is defeated. I guess you still get all the characters from the past, but that was Hagrid's before. Pretty sure the game's already out though, so I'm not sure why they're showing all this stuff. Okay, they got Professor Trelawney as the divinations teacher. She looks just like herself from the movies. Actually, they've taken her. They've taken Emma Thompson's look, and it looks pretty good actually.
Looks like you could use some help.
I won't let you fight alone.
Just not sure what's supposed to be new here.
Essence of Dittany. Madagascar. A Pokemon. Look at the mess you made. Incendio.
Okay, so it's pretty much just more multiplayer. Alright, the Duel Link Club is back, so...
Fire crabs.
Oh, you can summon out... Okay, so I guess this is...
Watch this.
Whiz bangs.
I'm trying to figure out if this is, in general, like, do you each take a turn, or is it just, you just keep fighting each other? Looks like it's continually... Unless this is just an extra additions. I guess that's Madame Malcolm here. They've gone into detail, at least, with a lot of places that you don't visit any other games, but again, this is a mobile game, so of course they're gonna do that because they want people to pay money. Oh, I've seen this minigame, the tapping on the thing, and I've seen how fast it gets on some of the higher things. I don't know how people are able to do it. It looks like there's way too much on the screen. I don't know whether this is any good. Oh, okay, they're talking about registration. Pre-registration is open, but the game's already out.
You could really immerse yourself in the wizarding world in Harry Potter Magic Awakened.
So all of you magical first years out there, note the gift code on screen right now, and don't forget to redeem your code when the term begins. The following segment is also well worth your time. NetEase Esports Center is taking the stage today as an event platform for the first time. As of today, NetEase Esports Center has hosted a number of tournaments and competitions in various Asian regions.
That's right, they plan to expand further into Southeast Asia, Europe, and North America for more regional.
Hey, what esports are they doing though? Because I'm not even sure what their esport games are.
Esports has become a global lifestyle trend among young people, with the internationalization of events shaping the industry. Since 2019, NetEase Games Esports has expanded into regions like Japan, Republic of Korea, Southeast Asia,
Unless this is
Latin America, and North America.
I'm not really sure.
Hosting 2,500 events for various games and gaining nearly 300 million views.
That's a Marvel game I can see there, I think. But I don't know any of these games.
Japan, NetEase Esports,
I don't think any of them
NetEase Esports
major.
global route, has become one of their most successful and deeply rooted strongholds. Identity V's Japan Professional League, IJL, became Japan's first mobile esports professional league and create nationwide esports events.
Yeah, when I saw Knives Out, I thought it was going to be a
its first championship cup.
I thought it was going to be based on the movie, but it's
over
like it's
7.2
not.
million live views, breaking the historical record of Japanese esports events and receiving high praise from official media. Since its inception, the activity level of Knives Out events has continued to rise, maintaining player enthusiasm to this day. In Southeast Asia, NetEase Esports has explored various game categories, including action competitive PC game Naraka Blade Point, as well as asymmetrical competitive MOBA and more, covering 11 countries in the region. Experiencing players' passion in Southeast Asia, NetEase Esports plans to continue expanding and upgrading their event layout in the region. The European and American markets are the stronghold of NetEase Esports asymmetrical competitive games. Dead by Daylight Mobile has seen NetEase Esports.
Wait, they've got a mobile version of this game now?
And influencer contents to ignite
I
players'
mean,
passion.
I don't even know how.
Helping it achieve top chart status for a week.
I don't really know how good that game's going to be.
NAEU Identity 5 Tournament, IVT, will be fully
I know it's
upgraded
popular,
this year
but
with higher production size and quality. NetEase Esports continues its globalization, introducing more global events for various games and expanding to more regions worldwide. Committed to play with global players, NetEase Esports will continue refining esports presentations, emphasizing regional depth, and providing better esports experiences in the future.
Oh, what happened? A little sad.
So exciting! I can't wait to see what the future holds for the esports scene this year. Now, speaking of esports, Shane, I heard you used to be a pro esports athlete. Now, but I'm curious, did you play any other competitive games in your spare time when you already play esports for a living?
Well, of course. It's important to maintain that work-life balance. I'm quite into racing.
I mean, I guess it depends on what type of esport you were competing in, because it seems like there's no time when you're dealing with like competitive Overwatch or something. For example, it's like 12 hours playing and people don't have time for anything else.
Ace Racer. It features 3-minute races and collaboration with various well-known automobile manufacturers. Not only can you drive real-life luxury cars, but also race tractors, trucks, flying cars, and more.
Well, what can we expect from Ace Racer's all-new 3rd season? Let's take a look. That feeling of speeding around the racetrack sure gets your heart pounding.
And you know what else gets your heart pounding?
What?
Besides love of racing.
Well, how about a terrifying nightmare where you're being chased by a merciless killer? That should be.
This is going to be interesting though, because I saw Nicolas Cage is going to be the next killer as himself, and then I also saw like they're adding Eddie from Iron Maiden, you know, as a skin. A whole bunch of other things that they've done as well with like Wesker and Nemesis and stuff like that. Which...
in a deadly game of hide and seek. Whether you're escaping or hunting, it's important that you go all
they're
out.
still supporting this game after all this time, though, which is really interesting.
So if you're ready, let's enjoy this deadly feast of hide and seek.
Let's do it.
Because I know they announced Nicolas Cage for, okay, so this is what they're doing coming up. But this is for the mobile version, I think. Oh, that's Samara. Like, I thought they were, for a second after when I saw that, I thought they were doing, I thought they were doing Ghostface, but I can't remember if they've done it already. Okay, I wonder what some of these things are going to They didn't really say, they just sort of showed you pictures, but the
That
mobile game's a
thrill of
little
run
bit
and
different.
chase you get from Dead by Daylight Mobile reminds me so many classic scenarios in movies and novels. But what's different is you actually get immersed in the experience.
If you're interested in immersing yourself in another world straight out of classic literature,
Lord of the Rings is getting a
cinematic
game, okay.
masterpiece, you'll love the next
Could be
game.
interesting.
The real-time SLG,
I'm
the Lord of
Not
the
sure what
Rings
SLG is supposed to
Rise
stand
to
for, though.
War.
Wow, I love the Lord of the Rings.
So Shane, are you ready to become a tactician in the Lord of the Rings Rise to War?
You know what? I think I am.
It's strategy something game. Yes.
My precious.
That did not sound like Gollum at all. That was terrible.
The races of free people are united again, with forces in the air and armies across the land. They are gathering to protect a hard-won peace. Because evil never rests. Because war never ends. Because the One Ring lures all with its power.
You shall not pass!
Final counts 42.
I mean, obviously they're not getting the actual voice actors.
A new order will rise.
Like, so they're not going to sound anywhere near as good. That's the only issue.
There is still one dwarf in Moria that still draws breath.
Sauron's a playable character.
In the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, you have the choice to either serve Sauron or join the free
Okay, so you can serve Sauron or join the
building
Earth.
your own army, mastering tactics.
Okay, so it's a strategy game.
Middle-earth,
Is it a PC game or?
and ultimately
I mean, it
seeking
would have to be,
One
but
Ring to claim victory.
something like that could work for Lord of the Rings.
I'll definitely give that a try, and I hope you'll all do the same.
Considering your extensive experience in the battlefield, Shane,
Yeah.
I'm sure you know how captivating combat can be in gaming.
Of course, yeah. I love skill-based competitive games like shooters. I find it very addicting, and so do a lot of people.
So how about we join Lost Lights Firefly Task Force in the lockdown zone? Trust me, this one is ultra competitive shooter you won't be able to put down.
Wow. Lost Light, I know this game well. It's a post-apocalyptic survival shooter that requires you to select your loadout before entering the battlefield. And as long as you escape the lockdown zone in time, you can win without killing a single enemy. And you get to keep all the weapons and equipment you find during the match, which is pretty nice, including those obtained from defeating other players.
Oh, the development team told us that the major difference between Lost Light and other similar games is that it provides players with an immersive experience which is not achieved through hardcore gameplay.
Wow.
Now, this game is
How does that
enjoyable
work?
for people with no experience in shooters. Now,
I doubt it, because I'm sure people with experience in shooters will do better in this. I guess it's because.
especially prepared for those who attend
I don't really
the
know.
press conference, so don't miss out.
Yeah, don't.
You'd have to see the gameplay to see what they mean. Because I know Hitman has a similar thing where if you finish a mission, you can keep the weapons, something you find.
Lost Light is a first-person tactical shooter game that adds survival elements to traditional FPS combat, requiring you to prepare
various strategies before entering battle. You can play solo or team up with others, fight in high-risk, high-reward areas, or gradually pave your way by gathering. It all depends on your mood and style. In the new season, Fireflies discovered take data of smart creatures and combat models in Kaido. With smart pets, Fireflies can now store items in the pet's backpack, so they can bring your most valuable supplies safely. They can also retrieve the
pets and
items
stuff
from
like
the
that to help you.
zone if something happened to you.
Something different.
Feel free to interact with your pet, and don't worry, they won't bite you. Use the tactical glasses with functions like live detection and danger alert. It will help you to detect enemies in advance. Upgrade them with over than 10 enhancement chips for customization. Get a better combat experience for yourself. The new weapon skin customization. Give your favorite weapon a unique design with over than 10,000 spray combinations. We continuously seek to improve your experience, guys, so recently we lowered the prices and increased the drop rates of weapons and parts. Therefore, players may find more gear on the battleground. No matter what your strategy, you will find your way to get what you need in this Fusion Zone. Last but not least, new players of Lost Flights of Fusion Zone or experienced ones who have been away for a while, we welcome you all to Kaido, a futuristic city. You will definitely like it. Join our community for more info, and remember, prepare your combat.
Wow, I can't imagine how nerve-wracking it is before you escape in Lost Light. I think I need to take a breather.
How about we go back in time to the age of the Vikings in Scandinavia? I bet the air is fresh and unpolluted there.
Yeah, but the only problem is you might run into raiders. But I guess if you're okay with that, right?
Of course not. Because it's Viking Guard I'm talking about.
Wait, so you're telling me that I can play as a Viking warrior wielding a battle axe against hordes of enemies?
No. It's way more than that. In Viking Guard, you can become the leader of a Viking tribe. You can lead your people to cultivate the land, grow crops, preside over trials, and fight like a true Viking.
I bet any gamer would love it. And I'm eager to see what this game looks like.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, is this a... For a second there, is this an actual fighting Viking game where you fight like hand to hand? I mean, obviously this... A lot of the stuff that I'm seeing here looks very much like... That looked like female Eivor from Valhalla, actually. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
When it comes to the world around us, aside from exploring continents like the Vikings did,
I guess one problem that I have is like
further. So far that we
that was just a lot of these games are just showing trailers where they're not actually showing a lot of gameplay.
Outer space,
There's a little bit of an issue.
Spaceships, the cosmos has always been a source of great interest for gamers.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to be a space explorer?
Journeying among the stars sounds amazing.
That's why next up, I'd like to introduce Infinite Lagrange. This exciting game is preparing to launch its first major expansion, Lagrange Legacy. So, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Last year was Infinite Lagrange's very first Earth Day event. The event receives a new theme this year, providing players with the technology to create an artificial biosphere in space by planting trees and modifying the weather. Meanwhile, we've planted 10,000 saplings in Alxa on behalf of our players to contribute to ecological sustainability. In our upcoming Lagrange Legacy expansion, we will focus on respecting and coexisting with nature. Special equipment, technical blueprints, industrial products, culture, and artworks that have appeared in Lagrange Network may become part of the Lagrange legacy. They represent extraordinary scientific and engineering achievements, data records, and history that bring forth new changes to the gameplay. Players will come across unidentified assets and artifacts and reveal the technology and culture behind them. The special equipment on the base can also revolutionize exploration and development. As the fleet improves its logistics equipment, you gain access to more strategic options in battles. Learn more about the history of the Lagrange Network. This summer, we invite you to join the Lagrange legacy and embark on a new journey into the unknown.
Wow. Since its launch in 2021, over 15 million.
Yeah, I didn't get anything from that. It was just no gameplay. It was just stills
Infinite Lagrange
and other stuff like.
with an epic
It was like, yeah, epic visual experience, but then how good is the game?
SLG have a wider range than many other genres. They could be set in the Middle Ages, ancient Asia, or a science fiction world like Infinite Lagrange.
But of course, not everyone enjoys commanding a legion.
That's right, some tend to enjoy the thrill of single combat and fighting against enemies on the battlefield. Of course, that doesn't make them a bunch of brutes. They can pay full attention to their immediate surroundings, like the battlefields of Badlanders.
That's true. In Badlanders, players are free to mix and match their loadouts before the match begins. My tactic would be scavenging resources, utilizing various amazing items, and really digging into the fun of it has to offer.
That sounds awesome! I'm sure there are a lot of gamers who'd love to give it a try. So, here's a closer look at Badlanders gameplay.
Let's check it out.
Is this Payday? This looks like it's a Payday / Division like type game. Except in a war zone.
This is Badlanders, the cross-platform looter shooter game with 18 million registered users worldwide. What are the most desired items in the intense battlefield? The confidential intel is to be revealed. Ready? Go! Confidential intel number 1, Black Gold Access Card. One of the most coveted items in all of Badlanders. Owning one means you have the key to treasures and fortune. Some even say it's a treasure in and of itself. Confidential intel number 2, Life Detector. It's not only a life detector, but a lifesaver as well. It detects and warns you of approaching enemies.
So it's like that thing from Call of Duty games.
Confidential intel number 3, Aegis Tactical Armor. When you've gone down, it's not a bug. Aegis Tactical Armor's first aid capsule will help you turn the tide of battle. More incredible items and equipment await to be discovered in Badlanders. Now you can download the game for free and enjoy it.
It looks like we managed to escape in the Badlanders.
But now it seems like we've leaped out of the frying pan and into the fire. It's time to face another desperate battle for survival.
I think I know this one. The gothic visuals, the buttoned eyes, and the unique
this is
art
the game
style.
that the
It has to be our final game of the night.
this is that game that they were
That's
doing the
right.
esports stuff
Identity
for.
5 is a gothic-style, asymmetrical multiplayer game with over 300 million downloads worldwide. It is ranked first on the free and paid charts in the iOS Store and Google Play in multiple countries and regions, including Japan, Thailand, and the Chinese mainland.
Oh, wow. Let's take a look at Identity V's latest update this year.
Shane, I know you've played Identity V.
That was what.
So, what do you think
That was
of
just.
it as a player?
That was
Well,
just a.
I enjoyed it tremendously. In a way, escaping from the hunt, it feels like the game is diverting
That
us
was
away from our
just a reveal of a new character that they only just showed a.
That sounds amazing.
They just went Overwatch to it. They do a little bit
Games are
better
a unique
than that.
form of communication
Really, that was it.
and
That's all they
unifies
showed.
players from all over the world.
Yeah, I hope every one of us can connect with more players who share the same interests.
And all right, now that we're reaching the end of this year's NetEase Connect, then again, I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight after all these awesome games.
Yeah, I hope all of you out there enjoyed the games, and in the spirit of Game On, keep your passion burning, and let's keep moving forward.
So if you're watching right now and you want to learn more about the games that we saw tonight, don't forget to follow NetEase Games' Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube accounts, and official websites.
That's it for us here at 2023 NetEase Connect.
We'll
see you next year.
Alright, I guess that's the end of it. Don't think there's anything else. I don't know how much of the video still has left to go, so I'll just like off the screen so it doesn't play someone else's like I don't want to play someone else's video in case it does that, so pretty sure that's the end of it, but hide that. Hide this. And yeah, pretty much to sum that up, nothing that I would buy or play personally because it's why does that keep changing? Wait a second, that was not there before. Hang on one second. I just realized, so I've been streaming all this time, and then by me changing one thing, it actually just added a tag. I don't know why it added a tag randomly. Nothing that I would personally play, mainly because it's either an online game, an MMO, or a mobile game. Although, I will say that there were some games there that were at least interesting to where I thought, like, okay, this concept would work in general. So it's like that Lord of the Rings game that they said with the strategy. Like, I feel like a Lord of the Rings game that's like an Age of Empires or like a Warcraft would work. I'm not sure why they haven't tried that. If maybe they have tried it, I just don't remember. But that would definitely work. The Golem voice actor sounded nothing like Golem, though. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, I know that they can't just get like all the people that voiced them to do it, but so they could have got someone better than that. Pretty sure even the one from the game that's coming up is better than that. Some of the earlier games that they showed were pretty interesting, and then I found it's like the best way for me to sum this up is this game looks interesting. Like that game, that Naraka Bloodpoint looked like it was a fighting game, and then it was just an MMO. Or like that other game that was on the thing, it was like, oh, it's this. You know, and I think that's the best way for me to sum up this whole conference, where it was not anything bad, not anything that I would play, but it was just kind of like, oh, this game looks like it could have promise. Like, thing, and then it's like, oh, but it's a mobile game or it's online, and it's like, oh, this could actually work as a single player experience if it wasn't. But that's kind of like what I would sum this up as. It was just, this game looks good, and then it was like, oh, but it's this, or oh, but it's that. And that's really like, I'm sure other people would have enjoyed this more than I did, but it was fine. Like, considering I haven't done one of these in when the Game Awards was, it December? That's like 5 months. Although I guess a good thing is that in June, the E3 was supposed to happen in June. That would have been my first E3, like actually like streaming it, but E3's been cancelled, and by the sounds of what's going on with E3, I don't think we're going to be getting an E3. We're not getting an E3 this year, and considering that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all pulled out, as well as several other places, I feel like E3 is dead. I don't think we're getting another E3. Because they all have their own thing. So it's like Summer Games Fest is in June, so there will probably be something for that. And then I know the orchestra for Game Awards is there, which will probably have trailers on there as well. So I'll probably do streams for those, because at least if those are available, I'll probably do streams for those, because there's either going to be multiple conferences across a day of days, which means I can do all of them in one lot. Or there's going to be like segmented ones across multiple days, which I can do them in separate sections as well. Because if you remember my Tokyo Game Show one, I did day 1 where I did 2 conferences, and then day 2 was like 6 conferences in the one video. So that would be one thing with that. I think I'd do Summer Games Fest, and probably I would have been in the Game Awards concert, but yeah, I guess that's the best thing that I'll do there. So I'll end it here, because there's nothing else that I tend to react to anyway, but wasn't really much to react to there anyway, but we'll see how it goes. And next one of these, because the last time I did this was in December, and I had no clue everything else that came out since then. Like, there's been several Nintendo Directs, there's been several State of Plays, but they've not been long enough, so I've not reacted to them. They've been less than an hour. Because typically I like to, if it's a game stream, I like to have it be at least 2 hours. If it's for action, I'd like it to be at least an hour. But everything that, like the Mario Brothers ones, those were only like 20-30 minutes. The Pokemon ones were only 20-30 minutes. One of the Hogwarts showcase was like 40 minutes. The Final Fantasy one, I can't remember how long that one was. But yeah, if Summer Games Fest has several conferences on it, like I think Gamescom didn't really have a conference. It was more so stuff that was happening at the event, and it was hard to like have actual things for that, so that they didn't really do anything. So yeah, I would think if Summer Games Fest has several conferences on it, I'll probably do reference to that. The Game Awards will have the Game Awards orchestra thing. If it has trailers on it, I'd probably do a thing for that too. So I'm guessing it would, because I feel like what you could do is like in between I don't know if it's going to be one continual thing. It could be. I don't know. They might because again, it's supposed to be celebrating the 10 years of the Game Awards. So the idea I think would happen is like they're going to go through and do like the best of stuff for each year as an orchestra thing. So they're either going to play it like year by year and then maybe take a break in between. Because I mean, playing all that stuff in a row would be, and you'd have to change everything up as well because not everything would work. But I guess we'll see how it goes. So I'm probably going to end the video here. So be sure to like and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription if you want this video gets me close to the conversation. Remember, content for you all, so content become more accessible and easy to find. I upload my past plat reacts as well as let's plays and let's plays to the YouTube channel, including Far Cry 6, Sifu, Quarry, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Octopath Traveler, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Aftershock Vertigo, Cross-Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Black Picture, The Legend of Devil in Me, Fate's Gone, 3 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Like a Dragon Ishin, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 5, Triangle Strategy, and Scarlet. I upload it to my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before they're permanently deleted. And I'd like for there to be a separate place for people to be able to review my videos in case they miss them live, or they get. Some people prefer to watch on one or the other. Also, working on a Play Pass segment for games that I have a Platinum Trophy for, as well as a Switching Things Up segment. Also, potentially more Triangle Strategy speedruns in the future as well. Also, you'll get a notification when I go live if you're watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at 50 followers. I'll be doing a Travel Like Eldera speedrun. You also reach affiliate, which means monetization as well. Make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me going forward in the future as well. I also get a 7-day extension on my videos before they're permanently deleted as well. And you'll also get a notification when I go live. Follow me on Twitter to be notified when I go live. And on Discord, I will send you an invite to my friends' Discord server. There's 2,000 members that are going strong. Playing topics games to discuss there as well. I'm very active there, and you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're on there as well. So hopefully the next time I do one of these, I mean, I'm gonna have to check to see if the volume is correct because I turned my microphone down and I removed the noise cancelling thing on the video, so that they were both at the same volume this time. So I'll have to figure out if that worked. Hopefully, and then if I do another one of these the next time, I'm going to have to either ad block the video, or download the video, and then hopefully that works. One way or the other, it'll be one of those, and we'll just see how it goes. So, with all that being said, stay night wherever you all are, and I will see you later.